Welcome back to the channel, guys. I have my Just a Spicy Girl Living in a Sensitive World mug, and we have the cards to look at today in regards to, does this new lawsuit legitimize Blake Lively's claims? I think it's Stephanie Jone, the old PR person from the old PR firm that has launched a lawsuit against, I think it's Justin Baldoni and his PR team, who is also her ex-staff. It's messy. It's messy. But I want to look at the cards. And originally I had planned on recording right now the astrology for Jaden James Federline reuniting with Britney Spears. I'm old enough where, I was around when Britney started. I love Brit. I remember Jaden being born and how obsessed she was with her babies. So anyway, I had planned on that. I'm going to have to do that next because everywhere I went online was just talking about, oh, well, now this means that it's all legitimate and it's just confirming everything Blake said and like burn Justin Baldoni at the cross. Now, the cards I pulled, one, and the cards I'm pulling as we talk too. Here's the biggest thing I'm going to say, and it might not be the popular thing to say. It's not the clickbaity thing to say, and it's not going to get me the most views, and it's not going to be the most popular, but I'm going to say this. No matter what happened on set and off in regards to PR and whatever happened on set, all celebrities use PR tactics. All celebrities do. All celebrities are creating narratives around themselves and what they do and how they're seen. Now, could we argue that, maybe some are more willing to use shady tactics or not? I mean, the reality is, I don't know if every PR firm would want their stuff out there, their private texts out there, their plans and how they're promoting their clients. I don't think anyone would want it out there, to be quite honest. I really don't. And that goes for every celebrity. And I don't think Blake wants her private texts out there. We even look at, and I hate to pull the parallels, but even when we had the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, Amber's team had come into receipt of all of Johnny's texts, but she didn't turn hers over. So does anyone want their private text messages out there? Probably not. Would we have issues with probably every PR team and how they operate? Probably. And the public would realize how actually manipulated you are with all of your celebrities. It's not the best celebrity at singing that is the most popular. It's not the best necessarily best actor that's the most popular. It's PR. It's a PR game. It's a PR battle. And we're just seeing some of the shit come to the surface. That's, when I see these cards that are being pulled, it's like protect the star at all costs. Aren't these beautiful? Protect the star at all costs. But we have, we're going to go through these in a more organized fashion. if you're new to my channel, I have chickens in my office. Yes, chickens. You heard that right. So I'm not I literally have cards all over my lap right now that we're going to look at. So, but protect the star at all costs. And we have the devil, which doesn't mean, I'm not calling anyone involved the devil. Don't come for me. Hanged one. Who's being hanged out there? Death, deception, Seven of Swords, deception. Y'all are being deceived no matter the side you're looking at. And, for me, if I'm being honest, the thing that sits the worst with me, I'm like a pop culture nerd. I was the kid growing up that used my allowance money on pop culture magazines. I love the Spice Girls. And I also, in my other business, work with big brands that have PR companies that work with them. So I also understand the PR side to a certain respect. Do I work with these players? No. And I understand the PR side to a certain respect. I'm All right, let's just start breaking this down. I think everyone's being played. And I think if this does nothing else, what I hope this does, we're just dealing with a bad hair day. It's the weather's crazy in Ontario and we have a farm. What I hope this does for nothing else is really illuminate for the general public how manipulated you are by everyone, by mainstream media, by different magazines, certain things that are quote unquote leaked, or insiders that have information, or narratives that magazines are pushing. I just hope more than anything, this illuminates how manipulated we are. And that goes like government, everything, anything. Think of it, anything. Everything's marketing. So I always say to my clients, everything's marketing. So let's have a look here and see specifically. What I asked of the cards when I started pulling was in regards to Stephanie Jone, and kind of like what was her motivation. Now, this is entertainment purposes only. I do not know anyone involved. I do not have insider information. I am just going by what the cards say, and I just read the cards. That's all I do. I try not to give my own interpretation of it in terms of like putting my opinion. You guys just heard my opinion. I think they're all fucking shady. I think they all are spinning things to protect their careers. That's my personal opinion. But now we'll get to the cards. Ace of Coins is the first one that I have pulled together from my lap. Ace of Coins. Now, the coins, I want you to think of the coins, and it's reverse. I want you to think of the Ace of Coins as career and business. So it's interesting that that was the first one that I pulled. And again, remember, and I think her name's, I should double check, but I think it's Stephanie Jone. It's the PR person that's suing Justin Baldoni. Career and relationships. So her decision, her motivating factor was in regards to career and relationships. Yes, Ace of Coins is particularly in relationships, but career and business. That was the core theme and motivating factor of her coming forward. Now, in terms of Ace of Coins reversed, it's career and business relationships. She's the only one not named in Blake's suit. There is an aspect when you look at, and I haven't gone through her entire lawsuit, but when I look at the lawsuit, there is an aspect of like her employees breached their contracts. So there's an aspect of like actual contractual obligations, which I think is getting lost in the muck of everything else. Like these ex-employees breached their contract. They are taking clients. And y'all, I just want to say something. And I want you to be honest with me. There's a fly flying around. I want you to be honest with me for a second. Would you want your private text messages leaked to the world when you left your ex-employer and you had choice words to say about them? I don't know. Again, I always take the perspective of no one has completely clean hands. We're all human. We all say shit. We all do shit. That is not trying to like say that it's okay, whatever happened on set. What I am saying is, in terms of Stephanie Jone and the ex-employees, like, no, God, no one wants all their personal text messages out there for the entire world. So this is, again, feelings of insecurity. There was an instability, a lack of trust in relationships in career and business. So I think, and take this as her past employees, right? So she figured out they were leaving, they were taking clients. There was lack of trust, instability in her business. And ultimately, someone said this to me recently, and they said, you know, connections are important to me. This is a big business. And connections are important. Who you're connected to is important. If you're going through instability and you have a past employee that is breaching a contract and you can create new relationships, I'll let you guys decide. I don't need to decide for you. Ace of Coins, and that just ended up on the floor. One of the dogs is probably going to eat it. So that could also be financial challenges and making moves in regards to relationships you're in for career and business based on finances. So, you know, again, I can't find her named anywhere in the Blake Lively suit. I think she came into the text messages. I think she, you know, from what I understand and from what I see, is she's kind of like, I scratch your back, you scratch mine kind of energy. And the reality, not only does it scratch maybe someone else's back by turning over the text messages, but it also launching a separate lawsuit also, you know, helps someone else out. I need my office back is what I need. That is what I need back, my friends. That is what I need back. I said to my husband, I was like, no more chickens for this year. Well, I guess it's the end of the year till spring. The Devil was the second card. It's hard with the lights there. There we go. How nice is that? The Devil was the second card. So first we see Ace of Coins reversed. So we're looking at relationships, career and business moves for financial reasons, for relationship reasons. You know, it's good to have, again, like when who I was talking to, relationships and connections are important. They very much are. So then we have the Devil. This is illusions and shadows. It's not calling someone the devil, but it's illusions and shadows and someone using you for their personal gain. I also see this as directed at the public, to be quite honest. As soon as this card popped out, I was like, oh, well, that's not just what's going on with the different teams. This is also what's going on with the public, like deception, illusions. We're in the matrix, man. And all these PR teams for big companies, government, celebrities, all of that. Everything is manipulated so that you think a certain way. It is wild. And, you know, whereas before, this is a little bit of a rant, but whereas before you would just had to be worried about, you know, well, mainstream media. Well, now you have people in Reddit, you have bot farms, and don't think like if his team did it, don't think he's the only team doing it. Like it's just his was brought to light. So the Devil, this is illusions and shadows. Somewhere there are falsehoods that are being missed. When we're seeing the Devil in regards to Ace of Coins, so again, it's someone's career and business, there's falsehoods and trusting someone that's manipulating you. I don't think this is just for Stephanie. I think it's for everyone. I think everyone's being manipulated with the narrative. I also said in a previous card pull, I think they both have things they don't want to get to the public sphere. I think he realizes that he crossed a line. Whatever the intentionality behind it, whatever the intention or meaning behind it, doesn't matter. If someone's uncomfortable and asks it to stop, it should have stopped. And I do think the public's still being manipulated in some way. I believe what I've been pulling for the cards, and I said in my previous tarot pull, I think both sides have things they don't want out. And I'm standing by that. I also think we're going to see some illusions and falsehoods come to light. And, you know, here's the thing, guys. This also isn't popular. I'm not a big fan of cancel culture and trying someone in the court of public opinion before everything's brought to light. You know, again, when we look at the tactics used on Blake's side, her documents were leaked to the New York Times, so they weren't even like publicly available yet. They were given in the New York Times, so it was a friendly magazine to her, given in the New York Times. There was a benefit to them, that relationship, the power players benefited them to leak it, also for the clicks and the money. Now people are buying it to see it because it's behind a paywall. You know, I see the continuation of victimization being the families that are also involved in this. There's kids on both sides. I don't know, but I see the nuance and it doesn't make me overly popular because what gets you clicks on YouTube and on the internet is like fanatical views and freaking out about something and burn the witch and, or, you know, cancel Justin. That's what gets you popular. I don't know. I just don't have the heart for that because I see the nuances of being human, the shadows of being human, the messiness of being human. It does not make something okay that someone's done in the workforce. And if the claims that what happened in the workforce and he crossed the line, then continue to cross the line, that needs to be dealt with. And that definitely needs to be dealt with. And I still think there's still something that I feel like there's something that's going to come out. You heard it here first because everyone else is on one side or the other. And I'm over here being like, I don't know. I think there's something. And I'm not even saying that it's on Blake, but there is something that's still coming. You are still dealing with a lot of illusions That's what I'm saying. All right. Pull some more cards before I continue my rant. Seven of Swords is deception, sneakiness. I told y'all. Like, I just read the cards. That's all I do. Blame the cards. But deception. Again, when we're seeing these two back to back, I don't think it's just, deceptive motives, personal gain motives from Stephanie. I don't think she's necessarily a bad person either. I mean, you also have to protect yourself. And it doesn't make me popular, but I can also see that side of it, is having to protect yourself, protect your own ass. Maybe there was some kind of agreement. And are you okay, Alaska? My husky just fell off the couch. Maybe there was some kind of agreement. Like, look, you hand this shit over. You support us. We don't add you to the lawsuit. One thing I don't believe, and I think that is going to come out, I don't think her hands are totally clean. This idea of like, I didn't know there was a smear campaign. I had no idea. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. I don't believe it. So anyway, Seven of Swords, deception, sneakiness. This is also someone close to you. So it doesn't necessarily mean, and I want you guys to make up your own mind with this as well. It doesn't necessarily mean Stephanie herself, I should double check her name, I'm pretty sure it's Stephanie, was being deceptive. It can be someone towards her. Like, yeah, you're my new friend, but really I'm just using you for gain, right? So that can be either feeling like you don't have a choice, so you have to be a part of something, or like you don't even realize that like you think you don't realize you're being deceived. You don't realize the person's being deceptive. Also with this card, it's like warning over impulsive moves. Again, what's going to come out? I would not for a second be shocked if like Justin's team leaks something or launches something or has a counter suit and is like, oh yeah, she knew all along. I wouldn't even be shocked. I wouldn't even be shocked. Now, death. Did we? Oh, shit. Oh my gosh, my shirt's gonna. I really need to get my shit together and get my office back, guys. It's a mess. It's a hot mess. I think I just flashed everyone. All right. Okay, the Hanged One. Jeez Louise. The Hanged One. I'm sorry if I just flashed the internet. That would have been interesting. The Hanged One. All right. And where'd the card go that I dropped? And death. There we go. If you follow me on Instagram, Ashley Brianna Eve, you'll see a lot of like, I just showed giving vaccines to the chickens today. So it's like, always something on the farm. So death and the Hanged One. I like the Hanged One. I'll be honest, I can't put my finger on who the sacrifice is. But someone's being sacrificed, but I can't put my finger on who. I can't put my finger on who. Let me know in the comments who you think is. I'd love to hear your guys' perception. I can't put my finger on who, and I don't want to start muddying it with my own opinions. When I'm using tarot cards, it's important for me to stick to what I'm being told by the tarot and sticking with that. And I can't, from what I'm pulling, I can't see who the Hanged One is. But it is like loss and endings. It sacrificing oneself could be sacrificing someone else. And we have death. Now, when we're looking at death, is it trying to, like, are you feeling like you're selling your soul in hanging someone else out to dry? Or is it like death of career, targeting this person and death of career? It could go both ways. And again, there's a lot of muddy energy pulling for them when I pull for them in this. And I can't put my finger on if she feels like it's death of my career if I don't do this, Like, I have to be on this side of history or else it's the death of my career. So I'm sacrificing maybe a value, maybe whatever, to be on this side. Or if it's hanging someone else and sacrificing someone else and trying to kill their career. But since the first card we pulled was career and business, it's someone's career ending and someone being sacrificed for a career ending, or trying to avoid it, or trying to avoid being sacrificed and having a career ending. And Sovereign of Wands, the last card, the realization of what you will or will not do. I think this is so, it's kind of poetic. It's kind of poetic if we see it as ending with Sovereign of Wands, because it's like, this is what I will or won't do. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. And coming to terms with that. And kind of, it's like, you know, when I was growing up and my grandma would say, like, you make your bed. Feels like very much that energy. Like, you make your bed. You made your bed. Now you got to back it up. And, you know, yeah. Reverse the Lovers. So for me, that's the Lovers in, like, it ends with us. So it's about Blake and Justin, but we know that. We know that. I don't know. What do you guys think? I want to hear what you guys think about this. I like, it's a lot of coins being pulled. Even the imagery on this is I'm big on imagery and signs, the key. And again, pulling the Devil again. Illusions. You know what's funny with the Devil is, I'll be honest. Don't tell me you've ever done tarot and you haven't done this. So, you know, I was a little bit nervous. So I pulled the Devil, and so I pulled the Devil, then thought, I don't know, like, I don't want people to think I'm calling her the Devil. And then, you know, what I try to do and to try to stick to is saying nothing online that I wouldn't say to someone's face. Like, if this is my friend, I'd be like, look, are you just doing this for the, tell me, right? Like, tell me what's really going on. But anyway, so I pulled the Devil card. I was like, oh shit, someone's gonna come on here and be like, you're calling her the Devil and you don't support Blake Lively and you suck. And so I put the Devil card back in. So it's like, I can't do it. Like, I don't want people to think I'm calling either side the Devil. And that stupid card popped out 2 more times. Hanged One coming up again. You guys just heard me shuffling. Hanged One coming up again. Usually I like to play or pull from another deck too, just to, I don't have another deck right here. It's really cool when I see like the separate deck confirm everything that the one's saying. But anyway, that's what I have for you guys. This went longer than I expected and had intended. I think there's someone. Yeah. It's career. It's a career move. That's what I'm seeing. It's a career move. And y'all are being deceived still. But you guys can make a decision on what that is. You know, what I would say is it's going to get messier before it gets cleaner. Like, it's going to get messier because I have a feeling that his team's going to retaliate and with their own lawsuit. I see that on the horizon. And because at this point too, it's not even like just drop the lawsuit and we won't retaliate, because now it is like an image and reputation thing. Now it's like everyone's boobs deep in trying to deal with this and get out of this, right? So I foresee that he's going to come forward with stuff and see, again, the Devil again. Yeah. And funny enough, a lot of the cards I'm pulling have roses on them. Lily bloom. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys. Let me know what you think. Who do you think the hanged one is? And what are your thoughts on this new lawsuit? For me, what comes across is it's a career move. Taking sides was a career move. And also what comes through for me is that really she is also a lawsuit about like you broke your contract and employers are allowed to do that. And at the end of the day, before you pass judgment on anyone involved, and this is Blake, Justin, either side, we only have one side right now. Now, does that make it okay if that all that stuff happened on set? No, absolutely not. And that's not what I'm saying. And please don't twist my words. And that's what I'm saying. What I am saying is everything you're seeing publicly and everything you have been seeing publicly from day one with this, because this lawsuit, something to keep in mind as well, and that I keep seeing, is obviously this lawsuit didn't happen overnight. It wasn't like December 23rd, this lawsuit was put together. No, this lawsuit was something that was being put together. And yeah, like I just stay sharp, my friends, stay hydrated, stay sharp, because I feel like there's a lot of illusions that are going to be falling. And I'm not justifying either side, but I think both sides had a PR smear campaign ready to go. That's what I'm seeing through the cards, or just seeing, is both sides had a smear campaign ready to go and someone lost. Because those things that happened on set also could have been brought to the public and leaked to the public a lot earlier. There was always that leak of like issues on set. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.